service must be paid before any is given.
Right.
No exceptions.
Right.
This is like being a real. It's in Spanish too. It's unbelievable.
Right.
Like a regular doctor's office.
Yep.
Is the doctor around? Maybe he hit the hills.
Yeah, I'm sure he hit the hills before we got here, when he saw us coming.
So how do you even begin to get your arms around this as a DEA agent?
Well, it's tough, Dr. Oz. You know, we're missioned to go after drug supply, and we do a very, very good job of that. One of the things that we've recognized that we've increasingly had to do is look at the demand side of it. Prevention is a huge force multiplier for enforcement.
These are bags of heroin.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was that? Just leftover stuff.
That's cotton swab. Cotton is usually used in the process.
This is the squeeze, so they get the veins.
Yeah, exactly.
And they put it in this little cap.
Yes.
And there's all the needles around here.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the mirror for?
So they'll come, and just to make sure they're hitting the right part of the vein, or getting the vein that they want, they'll look. Sometimes they'll go right into the neck.
Jugular vein.
And right into the jugular, right?
And look at the syringes. Oh my
Syringes right there. But microcosm of a much bigger problem that we're experiencing in the country. We have an insatiable appetite for drugs in this country, both illicit and illicit. And the fact that this exists really speaks to the level of demand in this country, particularly for opioids. I've said before that this is without a doubt, the worst drug epidemic we've ever experienced in this country.
Not like cocaine or maybe smoking weed. Like, you know, that's a drug that you can do and stop. Heroin, once you start, you're a heroin addict for life. And there's only two things that come out of it: prison and death. And I've been down here personally and watched many people die right there. Right there.
Die right here?
Right there.
Why there?
That's just, they and died. Right there. You know, they shoot up every day and they die right there. And I would just like to say to anybody thinking about doing heroin, you know, please don't, because the only thing that comes from this is death. Death in prison. There's nothing good about doing drugs. Once you start, you can't stop. It's not a thing that you can start and stop. Once you're a heroin addict, you're a heroin addict for life.
I look at your hands. These are the hands of a man who made more than $500,000 a year. Build houses that made people's lives better. If you had that power then, you got to have the power now.
That's why I think, like, if I could just get back to work. My mom says you have hands of gold. You know, like, if I could just get back to work, maybe I have a shot. If there's not, I'm gonna die. I'm doing heroin.
You know, not to be harsh, but I've worked with drug addicts a lot. You have as well. I mean, drug addicts are super smart, very motivated, and they can tell stories, really good stories. Stories that are so compelling, the biggest people are lied to are themselves.
That's why I said drug addicts, most drug addicts do $100 worth of heroin a day. That's a low number. And that's crazy that all us homeless people, some way or another, even though none of us have a job, we all come up with $100 to $200 a day to get out. Ain't that crazy?
Yes.
How much money is spent? You're talking, you know, like just this area here, you're probably talking $50,000 a day comes under this bridge and moves.
$50,000 a day.
Yeah.
And that's shanty there. Small businesses don't make that kind of money.
Yeah.